Welcome to Sally Melodies classroom where we learn basic music. Triads Lesson 2. Remember what we talked about triads. A triad is a set of 3 notes or a chord of 3 notes which are built on a root, a third and a fifth. And we also said a triad can be built on any degree of the scale. So, in this lesson, I want us to look at the construction of a triad. How do we construct those triads? There is a way we are supposed to construct them, and I would like you to pay attention because if you miss any, then you are not going to get the correct triads. So, we said it can be built on any degree of the scale, but right now we are using C as our example. We are going to use the scale of C as our example. So, step number 1, write down your scale. Write down your scale. You write down your scale as the root. This is the root. This is the root. The root is the one that will give us the other notes. So, you write down the scale from C to C. We are using the scale of C. If it was G or any other, it could be the same. And then, write the third above the root. Your third is this one. The third of C is E. 1, 2, 3. This is the third. You take this third, you come and put it here. You come and put it on top of the root. And then you complete that scale. It is E. So you write the scale of E all the way to the end. And then write the fifth above the third. What is the fifth of C? The fifth of C is G. You do the same thing. You take this G, you write it here above the third, or above the third and the root. And then you complete that scale of G. So, after you do that, you write down the degrees of scales there below. We did the degrees of scales, and we said that when you are writing those degrees of scales, there are those that have Roman capital and others have small Romans. So, chord 1 or degree 1, 4 and 5, they have Roman capitals. 2, 3, 6 and 7, they have small Romans. But 7 has something here which we are going to talk about when we start looking at the types of triads. The types of triads or chords. After you write the degrees down there, then we say that number 5, you start looking at the triads vertically. You are not going to look at them horizontally. Now we want to look at them vertically like this. So you can even partition them. You can draw lines going down like that. So you start looking at your triads vertically. This is a tonic. Remember the technical names. This is triad 1 or tonic. So it has C, it has E, it has G. So, and then this is 2. It has D, F, A. This is 3. It has E, G, B. Number 4 has F, A, C. Number 5 has G, B, D. Number 7 has B, D, F. And then finally, we have our upper tonic there. So, the reason as to why we are saying that you must look at them vertically is that they have a relationship. And you are going to see this relationship of these 3 notes when we start doing harmony. But for now, we are talking about triads, a set of 3 notes. So when you be doing this, ensure that you follow the steps. Take a book, construct a scale. After constructing a scale, take the third, put it above the root, and then you take a fifth, you put it above the third. You give the degrees of scales, and then you start looking at them vertically, so that in the next lessons or in the near future, we are going to be looking at these letters in terms of solfas. But now, it is good to look at them in terms of letters, even before you think about solfas. It will be easier. And when we start looking at them as solfas, you will be able to understand. So for now, let's look at them in terms of letter names. So that is all you need to do when you are constructing a triad. So in the next lessons, we shall look at how we are going to relate the three notes to each other. But before that, we are going to look at types of triads. Types of triads in relation to these Roman numerals. Thank you very much for attending this class. See you in the next class.